Hello, bright lights. I have a question for you. What if you could rise above every situation that life threw at you? What if it even came naturally to you, so naturally, like breathing even, to find the gift inside every situation, even in the moment that it feels like the situation is trying to pull the rug out from under you, because you are standing so solidly in yourself that you're not even standing on the rug. And so somebody could move that rug all around underneath you and it's not going to move you. Wouldn't that be nice? To be so solidly in your power that you just simply rise above everything, no matter what's going on underneath. You can get there. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story here. 10 years ago, I claimed bankruptcy. And this is not the story of how I claimed bankruptcy. That's a crazy story. Maybe I'll tell it someday. But 10 years ago, I claimed bankruptcy. 3 years ago, it was just about to clear. I was just about to be free and clear of it for good. And I was really looking forward to that day. And all of a sudden one day I applied for overdraft protection at my bank and they said, you owe too much money. And I said, excuse me? I do not. And then they said, yeah, you do. Here it is. And they showed me all of my student loans were still being carried at the Royal Bank. And they were supposed to be included on my bankruptcy. And I know student loans don't normally get included, but I wasn't working in the field of study that I had studied. I almost have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I was working in live event production. Not exactly the same basket. And so because of the circumstances I was in at the time that I claimed bankruptcy, then I got to have all of that included. Anyway, long story short, the bank all of a sudden was telling me, you still owe all of this money. So I called my bankruptcy trustee, and it turned out that the government and the bank had both looked at the fact that I had an income and said, oh, we're actually just not going to honor this, and you still owe all this money 7 years later, and I never heard about it. And in the meantime, I had all of this, like my credit was just all of these red slashes across my credit. Nobody told me. Now, I could have gotten really mad in that situation, or I could have taken it as an opportunity. So if any of you were following me 3 years ago at the time, this is what I did. I took it as an opportunity in the moment to say, it is time for me to get 100% clear on all of the financial things in my life, right? And just like sort out all the paperwork, get 100% clear, and also in myself. What is it? Is there still something inside of me that is causing this chaos to happen in my financial life, right? And so I started doing a whole bunch of belief repatterning. I started, I ended up going to court. I ended up taking the government to court about my student loans. And I took the whole thing on as a manifestation experiment. Can I attract my desired outcome by focusing on it 100%? And guess what happened? I attracted my desired outcome by focusing on it 100%. And I very strongly believe that that would not have happened if I decided to take the other route and spin out and get mad and just go, why does this always happen to me, right? And so this is just one example. Now, a lot of people can look back at the events of their lives that were crappy and say, I can see how some good came out of it. But wouldn't you want to be standing so solidly in yourself that while you're in the middle of the situation, you can see the good that's coming out of it, so that then it's not a crappy situation anymore? It's something that might be challenging. It's something that might feel hard. But in the moment, you can say, oh, this is happening. This feels hard. And I see it as an opportunity to get clear. I see it as an opportunity to work on my money mindset. I see it as an opportunity to have a big experiment and see if I can attract my desired outcome. And let's make a game out of it. How about if life felt like a game instead of a series of obstacles? So I just want to share with you that this coming Friday, I am running a webinar on how to get to that place. I'm running a webinar on how to get what I call the supernova touch, where everything you touch turns to light. And that these things, when they happen in our lives, like a pandemic, like riots across our entire continent, maybe that they don't shake us to the core because we can get into our power place and we're not standing on the rug when somebody pulls it out from under us. We're levitating. I'm running a webinar on this Friday at noon. I'm going to drop the link in the comments. I'm not going to keep you any longer than this. I love you all. Be well, be soulfully empowered, be the light you want to see in the world, and above all, be you. Love you.